DommyGun, Richie here for Who-Bangin Sports Talk. Back with some more college basketball picks. This is a Wednesday, 26th of February. Let's get started. First game I am on is this San Francisco-Oregon State game. San Francisco's a team that I've backed a lot against the spread. They've done well. They've beaten teams that they shouldn't have. They've also beat this Oregon State team at home this year. And San Francisco's defense, number 2 in holding teams to three-point shooting. They're also number 29 on defense in allowing opposing teams points per possession. So their defense has really stepped up a lot. And as far as defense, Oregon State at home, their defense really steps up. They're ranked number 75th in defense efficiency, and they're allowing 16 points less at home than on the road per 100 possessions. So at home, their defense really steps up. Oregon State is in a revenge spot, like I mentioned. Oregon State also at home has been pretty much lights out. They only lost to St. Mary's and Oregon. That's a pretty good resume. Only 2 teams they lost at home, those teams, because those teams are surely better than San Francisco. Like I said, I back San Francisco a lot. They've covered recently, but I think Oregon State is the better team, especially within conference. Oregon doesn't really rely on the three too much. If you look at their, at their shooting stuff, when they're home, they seem to be more balanced. There's more of a even 3-point, 2-point type ratios. They seem just to be more balanced at home. That home court definitely helps them a lot. Oregon State better at foul shots. Oregon State better rebounding team. San Francisco struggles with their 2, and they do commit fouls. And one thing again, Oregon State at foul shots, number 80th. Not number 80th, 80% of their, they make 80% of their foul shots, And they also, rebound, really well at home. And for those reasons, again, I like Oregon State to win this game. I took them at a price I thought was a little bit low, -2.5, -115. I would take this at 3.5. I suspect this game might go up a little bit. I wouldn't be scared at 3.5. Maybe once it got to 4, I would lay off. But I did take it at -2.5, -115. I took the under 142.5, -109. I would probably take that under to 140.5, maybe 139.5. Next game I am on, this big Michigan State at Maryland. Listen, Michigan State got me last game when I thought for sure it was going to be a letdown spot after beating Illinois, after beating Purdue. But what happens? They go into Michigan. Michigan, as we see, is not as good as a team as we thought. I did back Michigan their last game out when they played Nebraska, and it was just terrible shooting. It was ridiculous. With 11 minutes left in the game, they were 4 for 26. The only thing good for Michigan was Nebraska was worse. They scored 49 points in that win. They didn't even break 100 between Michigan and Nebraska. So I think that maybe after 3 big wins for Michigan State, maybe this is going to be that letdown spot. And I went with Maryland on the Maryland, I liked the money line. It was -177, so I threw it in the parlay with my next game that I'm going to talk about. And the reason why I took Maryland is, listen, Maryland hasn't lost a game in conference, hasn't lost a game in the conference, and they have one out of the last 4 games. Oh, and one of the games they did lose in conference was early in the year versus Marquette. So other than that one loss, and that was out of conference. In conference, they haven't lost. Sorry for that mix-up. Michigan State, we know, is good. They're a very good rebounding team. They're 22-5 overall, but their three-point shooting is not there. Their big 3-point shooter is hurt. They rank number 348 in that category, in that shooting percentage category. Maryland is also a team who's in the top 30 in rebounding. Michigan State a lot of time has the better numbers when it comes to rebounding, and they're a good rebounding team, but Maryland is better. And I think, with that rebounding efficiency, in the top 30, I think it's going to give them a lot of that extra shots. And I think Maryland at home in a really tough and important game for them, I'm going for the upset. Even though point-wise they are getting a few points, but I would still consider an upset if they win. And I took them in a parlay The parlay was plus 203, and that was with this next game, Bradley against Valpo. I took the under this game, under 150, under 149 and a half. It opened at 150. I would take this game down a lot more than 149 and a half. I tell you the truth. I don't know. I'd like to say I would take it down even to 145 and 144 and a half. Usually I try to pick under that. I have like a 3-point little cushion, but this one I think I even have more. Bradley, in the nation, does have great 3-point shooting in the nation, Bradley. They shoot 41% of their 3-point shots, which is good, right? But when you look at what the corresponding numbers, they don't rebound the ball. They're number 330 in offensive rebounding. So yes, they're hitting around 4 out of their 10 3-point attempts, but they're not getting any second shots on those 3-point. A lot of times when you get that rebound off the that second shot opportunity off a 3-point, you're getting that 2 points out of it, or you're getting fouled going up on an offensive rebound. So Bradley doesn't do that well at all. And add to that, Bradley is slow, very slow. They got a pace over 225 in total possessions per game. Valpo for their aspect, and why I like their under and why I think they will help, is they're number 302 in their 3-point shooting percentage. So they can't hit their three. Their 2-point percentage isn't great. Neither team really turns the ball over much. I like this under a lot, and I hooked it up. I took it singly, minus 149 and a half for a unit, and I also threw it in the parlay with Maryland money line plus 203. So those are my picks. Maryland parlay with the under in the Valpo game, 149 and a half plus 203. I got Valpo under 149 and a half minus 108. I have San Francisco under 142 and a half minus 109. Oregon State minus 2.5 minus 115. And that's what I got for you today, guys. So those are the 4 picks, 3 games. Hopefully we have a good night. Last night we went 2-3. We did cover on, now I'm missing which games won and which games didn't, but, we did go 2-3, so, we got to do a little bit better tonight. So let's get back at it. Dommy going to reach you for Who-Bangin Sports Talk. Be back again tomorrow with some more college basketball.